The aliens thought humans were weak, fragile, easy to crush. They measured our bodies, our strength, our weapons, and laughed. But they didn't measure our courage. They didn't measure our fear. And on the battlefield, that mistake would cost them everything. The first wave hit like thunder, claws and plasma ripping through the air. Alien soldiers charged with precision, expecting panic, expecting screams, but the humans held their ground. Tiny sparks of movement against towering shapes, yet they moved with uncanny coordination, dodging, striking, and refusing to break. One human, small and seemingly fragile, met a massive alien warrior head-on, shield raised, eyes burning with unshakable defiance. Around them, the battlefield roared, fire, smoke, debris, the smell of blood and ozone. Alien commanders backed orders, expecting the humans to falter, to crumble under superior strength. But every strike they landed was met with something impossible: resilience. Limbs burned, armor cracked, yet the humans pressed forward, staggering, bleeding, yet unbowed. The alien soldiers hesitated, disbelief flashing in their eyes. This species they had labeled weak, expendable, fragile, they were something else entirely. Every human movement was calculated, fearless, and horrifyingly effective. They measured each step, each strike, each breath, and in doing so, the humans measured their fear. By the end of the first clash, the aliens were not laughing. Their formations wavered, their confidence cracked. Something primal, something no weapon could destroy, had emerged on the battlefield. And the humans were only beginning. The humans moved as one, a wave of small, precise strikes against towering alien forms. Every movement was deliberate, dodging claws, deflecting plasma, countering with weapons the aliens hadn't anticipated. Shock flashed across alien faces as human soldiers, though battered and bleeding, pushed forward with relentless precision. Their numbers were smaller, their bodies weaker, but their timing, their coordination, their sheer audacity made them unstoppable. One human leapt from a ridge, landing in the middle of a squad of armored aliens. With swift, calculated strikes, he disabled weapons and staggered opponents twice his size. Around him, others moved like shadows, dodging, striking, disappearing, turning the battlefield into chaos. Aliens screamed in frustration, their confidence cracking. Every misstep, every hesitation revealed that humans did not fear. They observed, they adapted, they punished with brutal efficiency. Alien commanders backed orders, trying to restore formation, but the humans anticipated every move. They had measured the aliens' fear before the battle even began. Now it was real, tangible, spreading through ranks like wildfire. Panic, hesitation, doubt, they had never encountered anything like it. Their invincible soldiers faltered, clashing blindly, their movements less coordinated, their confidence shattered. By midday, the battlefield had transformed. Humans were no longer targets, they were predators of a new kind. And every alien who had underestimated them now faced the terrifying truth: fragility did not mean weakness. Courage, cunning, and an unbreakable will could topple even the strongest of empires. Smoke and fire choked the battlefield, twisting shadows across the jagged ruins of alien machinery. The humans pressed forward relentlessly, small figures weaving between towering alien forms, striking with precision and disappearing before retaliation could land. Each move was unpredictable, each attack precise, forcing aliens to falter, hesitate, and question their dominance. One human soldier, blooded and panting, scaled the wreckage of a fallen mech, launching a volley that disabled a squad of alien elites. Their roars of frustration echoed across the valley, confidence crumbling as panic spread like a virus. Aliens, trained for centuries to dominate, now hesitated, uncertain, their fear mirrored in each other's eyes. The battlefield had flipped, the hunters had become the hunted. The alien commanders struggled to regain control, shouting orders, gesturing, trying to restore formation, but every human advance countered their strategy. Even the strongest, most heavily armored warriors found themselves overwhelmed by sheer unpredictability and audacity. The humans' endurance, cunning, and defiance made them nearly untouchable, they were bending reality around them. As the sun dipped low, casting long, bloody shadows over the battlefield, it became undeniable. Humans were not just surviving, they were rewriting the rules of war. Their courage, ingenuity, and refusal to break struck fear into every alien heart. And for the first time, the supposed invincible army understood a terrifying truth: humans measured fear, and they did so without hesitation. The battlefield had become a chaotic storm of fire, smoke, and shattered steel. Alien forces, once confident and precise, now staggered under the relentless pressure of human ingenuity and courage. Small, battered soldiers moved with uncanny coordination, striking where least expected, turning even the strongest alien into prey. One human soldier climbed a ruined alien turret, disarming the elite guard below with swift, precise strikes, his body trembling from exhaustion but his eyes blazing with defiance. Around him, others pressed forward, dodging plasma, crushing armor, and exploiting every hesitation. The aliens' formations broke, panic spreading like wildfire through their ranks. They had underestimated humans, and it was a mistake that would cost them dearly. By nightfall, the humans held the field. Their bodies were bruised, scorched, and bleeding, yet they stood victorious, a testament to the unyielding spirit that no alien technology, no overwhelming strength, could crush. The alien commanders looked on, eyes wide with disbelief, realizing too late that humans were not fragile sparks. They were wildfire incarnate, fearless and unpredictable. Amid the ruins, a single human raised a hand, signaling the end of the battle. The survivors looked around, exhausted but alive, and for the first time, the aliens truly understood. Humans did not measure weakness, they measured fear. And their fear had been found, exploited, and shattered completely. The battlefield was silent now, smoke curling into the alien sky, debris smoldering across the shattered landscape. Alien soldiers lay scattered, some retreating, some frozen in disbelief, unable to comprehend what had just unfolded. The humans, though battered, blooded, and exhausted, stood among the ruins, their small forms defiant, unbroken, alive. They moved carefully through the wreckage, checking one another, tending to wounds, sharing water and supplies, their unity and endurance a stark contrast to the chaos that surrounded them. Every scar, every limp, every sweat-streaked face told a story of courage, resilience, and refusal to surrender. They had faced an empire that had measured them as weak, and they had proven that true strength was not in size or armor, but in heart, in will, in the refusal to break even when the universe demanded it. On the horizon, the alien commanders regrouped, casting fearful, uneasy glances at the humans who had shattered expectations and rewritten the rules of war. For the first time, the invincible army realized, fear could be measured, but it could also be inflicted. And these humans had measured theirs, and stood victorious, unshaken, untouchable in spirit. As the sun rose fully, painting the valley in harsh gold and smoke, the survivors of the human force gathered, their gazes steady, their resolve eternal. They had endured the impossible, faced the terrifying, and emerged alive. And amid the ruins, one truth remained clear to every witness, alien and human alike: never underestimate humanity.